Yo, what's good YouTube? I'm back with another reaction video, and we got Strangest Larry Bird versus Michael Jordan story ever told. Now this is a new video that just came out a day ago, so we definitely about to get straight into it. And I also want to make a huge announcement, y'all. There's two announcements I actually want to make. The first announcement I want to make is that I'm probably going to do a giveaway soon. I don't know exactly when, but definitely look out for a giveaway. I'm definitely going to try to, definitely going to try to, show my appreciation to everybody that's been showing me a lot of love on my YouTube, man. So I definitely appreciate y'all. So somebody's definitely going to be a lucky winner. I think I put it in one of my videos, recent videos at the end, that I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I think it was the Larry Bird secret shooting. I believe that's what it was. I think, yeah, his secrets or shots or something. I forget the name of the title. But anyway, yeah, so I'm definitely going to be doing a giveaway. And the second thing is I want to announce is that, now I'm not saying I'm going to get away from Larry Bird. We're definitely going to keep doing that, full games and things like that. But I see some people are complaining, saying they want some different videos. I know when I first started off, I was doing different videos too, like Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Pistol Pete, I was doing different stuff like that. But I know a lot of people like Larry Bird already, but I just want to get an announcement that I'm definitely going to start doing like some Michael Jordan and stuff like that. So definitely look out for those kind of videos, because I know some people were like, some people were complaining a little bit. And we got to, I want to satisfy everybody, everybody, just want to satisfy everybody. But anyway, man, that's enough talking. I just definitely had to make that announcement. So yeah, let's get straight into this video, man.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to our new series, Comparing History. In it, we're going to put legends of basketball against each other in a mirror and see where those comparisons take us. Are we trying to debate the age-old GOAT question? Not necessarily. This is more of a discussion between us all on just the overall legend each guy has created for themselves. The pantheon of NBA history is a huge one. It shouldn't be boiled down to a definitive, this guy is 100% better than the other. So with that being said, let's get into our next duo, Larry Bird and Michael Jordan. It's 1986 in the first round of the NBA playoffs. The top-seeded Boston Celtics were set to make their march to another championship. But first, Larry and the C's needed to get past the new kid on the block, Michael Jordan. It was a meeting no fan would ever forget. Boston was a well-oiled machine, and as much as everyone loved the young MJ, no one expected his supporting cast to help him much. And so Jordan took the matter into his own hands. He opened up that series with a 49-point effort, even though the Bulls still lost. In Game 1, Larry had 38 points, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds. An all-around great game alongside the other 4 great Celtics starters. Boston's starting 5 would score 115 of the team's 123 points. Have you ever heard of anything like that in today's game? I don't think so. Larry was in his 7th NBA season, and the front office had built an amazing cast around him. The soon-to-be 30-year-old had done his fair share of failing, so he was personally handing MJ some of his own. You see, Bird was at the peak of his powers in the mid-80s. Between 1984 and 1988, he averaged 28 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. He was also one of the early superstar adopters of stretching the floor, and he consistently hovered around 40% from 3 those years. But even with that kind of power, Larry never really let it get to his head. He liked the simple life after growing up in small-town Indiana. His personality was often misconceived as standoffish, but in reality, he just wasn't up for the celebrity side of professional basketball. You can even see clips of Larry doing things like mowing his own lawn and taking care of his house. He was the working man superstar. The blue-collar hero fit the bill perfectly to represent the city of Boston in the 80s. And after Game 2 of that series in 86, the humble and honest Bird shared his thoughts with the crowd for once. Quote, "I couldn't believe anybody could do that against the Boston Celtics. I think he's God disguised as Michael Jordan." MJ had just dropped 63 points on Boston's head, an NBA record for the most points in a playoff game that still stands to this day. Even though it was another loss for Chicago, it was a proof of concept of what was to come. The shooting guard from Chicago would eventually conquer the basketball world. His bright, friendly smile off of the court, paired with his powerful and aggressive moves on the court, meant Jordan appealed to everyone. If you wanted a superstar that wasn't afraid to talk to the cameras, you had your guy. If you wanted to watch someone destroy every single person they'd ever played against, you're all set up. And don't get me wrong, Larry Bird had that killer instinct in him too. They were both built off of competitiveness that could have only been satisfied by hoisting championships. But we've all seen The Last Dance. MJ made things personal. And because of that, he brought things to a whole other level. The '86 matchup between Boston and Chicago ended in a sweep, and the Celtics continued their run all the way to another ring for Bird. In his career, he'd finish with 3 championships altogether, but the next one wouldn't come in 1987. Larry would finally be matched up against his career rival, Magic Johnson, and fall to the point guard. But again, in order to get to those finals, he had to go through MJ. It's back-to-back years of a first-round matchup between Larry and Michael. Boston was the number 1 seed and Chicago the 8th, and it's the same story as the year previous. The Celtics are a crazy deep team that knows how to win. The Bulls are young and still trying to find the right pieces to fit around their superstar. The sweep this year for Bird against Jordan would be the final time the two met in the playoffs. And do you want to hear their averages against each other in both series? It's honestly pretty nuts. In the 6 games, Larry would average 27 points, 9 rebounds, and just under 9 assists. He was knocking on the door for averaging a 27-point triple-double in the 80s. MJ, on the other hand, would average a ridiculous 40 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. Just a little reminder, this is a 22, 23-year-old guard. No wonder Larry described him as God undercover. As Bird began falling to injury, Jordan began to take flight. I'm sure many of you know the story of Larry's final injury that made him retire. It was back problems. But you want to hear why these back problems started? The dude was back in Indiana building a gravel driveway for his mom. The millionaire superstar was doing this by himself to help his mom out. Larry respects an honest day's work like no other. But even before that, the aging Ford was already starting to have injury problems. So surely the last thing Boston wanted was their franchise guy going and shoveling gravel all day. Eventually, though, the pain was too much, and he retired in 1992. Bird retired during MJ's first three-peat win. MJ would match Larry's championship career total in a mere 3 seasons. As we all know, Jordan would pull off yet another three-peat and get 6 rings altogether. He was awarded 5 regular season MVPs, compared to Bird's 3. Jordan was putting up a resume closer to Larry's counterpart, Magic Johnson, rather than Larry himself. It's almost like an aging Bird got to see a new up-and-coming Magic, until eventually becoming his own superhero. So how have both of these guys been doing since retiring? Well, Larry actually tried his hand at coaching in the league. He coached the Indiana Pacers from 1997 to 2000, and it actually went pretty well. Sometimes you hear about the players that try out for coaching, and it's clearly not a fit, but Bird stayed his reserved self and led the team to a finals appearance and Coach of the Year. You can even see him in the 1998 playoffs coaching against the Chicago Bulls with MJ. Although the Bulls won the series, Bird helped push it to Game 7. But Larry said he'd only coach for 3 years, so in his 3rd year, he retired. Add another 3 years of retirement, and Bird was back as the president of basketball operations in Indiana. He became the only player ever to win an MVP, Coach of the Year, and Executive of the Year. Larry Legend can seriously do it all. He'd be in the front office until
He could do it all, man. He could do it all, man.
Officially retiring in 2017. Now he just stays available for a phone call from ex-assistant coach Rick Carlisle if he ever needs advice with the team. Jordan's retirement career from a front office perspective has been, well, it's not been great. His time in Washington has been largely swept under the legend of MJ rug. I don't think even if Larry were capable of unretiring to play again as Jordan did, he would've. It was weird. Seeing him in a Wizards jersey is like if Bird suited up for the Rockets. It wouldn't make you scream in horror as if it were Detroit or Los Angeles, but it's just weird. A scratch your head and wish you hadn't seen that weird. And then, as the owner of the Hornets, things have been just as dysfunctional. If you take out the drafting of LaMelo Ball, what has the front office pulled off? Both of these legends went back to their home states to help the game of basketball grow. However, one was clearly more successful than the other. I'm sure Jordan's doing okay, though, with his private golf course, iconic shoe brand, and media deals, though. So there you have it, guys. That was a look back at Larry and Jordan and how their careers compare and intertwine. Hopefully you learned something, or at least walk away with some interesting comparisons of the two. If you have 2 superstars you would like to see in this series together, drop the names down in the comments below, and we'll add them to the list. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Shout out to NBA Swish TV. I believe that's what their name was. But yeah, man, you know, at the end of the day, Jordan never beat Bird. So, I always take Larry Bird, man. Definitely have Jordan, but I got a top 10 list on my page too. So I definitely got Jordan on there. But yeah, man, that's yeah, that's crazy though. That's real crazy, man. That is crazy. But let me know what y'all think in the comments down below, man. Let me know what y'all think of this video. This video definitely came out a day ago, and I definitely got some full games coming. But like I said, I'm definitely gonna keep doing Larry and stuff like that. But I'm definitely gonna switch it up sometimes here and there too, because that's what I was doing in the beginning of my channel. But I know a lot of people start telling me, they like doing Larry Bird, do Larry Bird, But I just want to be fair to everybody, y'all. So I just want to make that announcement. If some videos you may not have, some videos some people may like, some people's videos might not like, But I'm definitely trying to keep it fair for everybody. That's what I would like to do. So, yeah, that's about it, man. I'm on to the next video. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that like button. Turn on that bell, man. I'm uploading every single day. And yeah, I'm out. Peace.